Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and the next expansion announcement is like 1-2 days away max. And what does that mean? We're gonna have a bunch of card reveals throughout the next month or so, which means we'll be doing card reviews, which, well, we're gonna take a look at the last expansion and mini set and take a look at the ones I just flat out missed. And it's not just because I can't read cards, which we know I like to do once in a while when I'm rushing to get these out, but overall, just sometimes you take a guess, you have like a couple of minutes, you want to try and do your best and you miss. You make yourself an ass, and well, let's make fun of the idiot for making the wrong predictions as always. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, you want to help support the channel, maybe enlighten me, get me a little bit smarter, maybe more subs would do that, or more likes. So hit the sub button down below, give the video a like, and plus we got the giveaway coming up in a day or two, which will be very spicy, very mega, and I just want you guys to get free stuff. So hit that sub button, make me go broken. Starting off, the first card, I reviewed the Under King wrong. No, it's the card following it, and let's take a look at the Druid Legendary, or one of the Druid Legendaries I got absolutely terribly wrong. A Noob A Recon. I think I said the name right. 8 mana, 7/7 undead. Battle cry, you immediately gain 8 armor. So that's not bad. 8 mana, 7/7, not great. However, this turn, your minions cost armor instead of mana. So that's where this all comes into play, right? Like, okay, well, I can play this and it basically costs me 1 armor, or 1 mana, right? I got trapped into making think it's a build around, you know, we have to play this way. I armor. And then I have 6 more armor to use for whatever I want. You play this, 2 mana, I mean, gain 4 armor. No. All of a sudden that costs, you pop off and do some mana cheat shenanigans. Yep. I guess you could do some crazy combo with, you have a bunch of armor. You really can go like Brand and Alex Strauss or Denathrius or Kazakhstan or Jailer or whatever. It's just like Jailer already has 1 billion mana. They don't need more greedy stuff. You hear that? They don't need more greedy stuff or mana cheat. They don't. You don't. You're an idiot, Zeddy. Let him speak. Druid's problem is greedy, crazy stuff to do. I feel like this doesn't really do much on its own other than a cool, crazy, greedy combo. What? I just don't see it as like a thing right now, the way that Guff, Denathrius, and all that stuff works. I guess I forgot about that card. You're just trying to survive to that point. This does give you armor to help you live, but you're also, you know, using your armor. All right, let's skip to the star rating, because this guy is embarrassing himself just a little bit. I just don't think it's going to be a relevant card at the moment. I just don't. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5 in standard as well. It's a really cool, unique card. 2 out of 5 to a Noob A Recon, which has already been nerfed, although you might not remember. It used to be all minions cost armor instead of mana. Now it's just your next 3. Really doesn't matter. But yeah, Brand Astelord. To be fair, Astelord was a new card. We weren't totally sure how everything would work, especially with Brand. But still, regardless, the fact that you can just cheat out so much mana and do so much absurd stuff, it should have just got off on my head. This card's busted. Hell, you could just play it as an 8 mana 7/7 tempo play. That is acceptable. But yeah, absolutely missed the mark. But I wouldn't mess up another Druid Legendary or anything like that, right? Keep that in mind. By the way, how did I like this video? What a clown. Oh, hey, there's another Druid Legendary. Certainly I said this one's bad. No one's been playing it. It's got to be bad, right? Let's take a look at Eldernaddock. 5 mana, 5/4 undead. So bad stats. However, hear me out. No, it's got text on the card, which, okay, this proves I have been learning. I figured out how to read. Just want to put that out there. I don't misread every card, just some of them. Which means there's a battle cry on it. And what does it do? You destroy a friendly undead, not a minion, a specific undead. Your minions gain its attack. All of your minions. And that's, just so you know, I'm just going to throw that out there. You probably didn't know that this card did that, because I don't think I have seen this play 1 single time throughout standard yet. And I played that boar combo, I might mention it, that I did that in theory crafting, and I don't even think I did that like, it's just bad. It's a permanent effect. It's not this turn. It's a permanent effect. You're smart. You have anything. See, I just like to prove that I can read. I'm really flexing and buffing it up with all these other cards. If you're hitting like 3 attack. That's insane, right? That's bloodlust.
Yeah.
And if you're playing all these tokens that you're pretty reliably buffing, that card's already been buffed and still sees no play for relatively cheap. And going in on this stuff, you're just flooding the board. You play this on 5. It's like Arbor Up is like jealous in a way with the possible attack buffs this has. Really scary card. I think it's really good, but it's only if the undead thing comes together.
That's true, right?
It only works with undead. It's got a point. I guess you could put Amalgam in the deck and buff up an Amalgam. That counts too. That's a possibility. Again, I think it's a really good card. Aggro Druid looks really good. I'm going to give this a 4 to 5 as well. I think the 1-drop's the best because it could go to like... The 1-drop's good. That's the 1-mana 3/3. It's got all the death rolls. That's he's played. But my God, 4 stars. I give it Noob A Recon. What, 2? I give this a 4. That's another dislike. This guy is clueless, by the way. Make sure to tune into my reviews that will be starting once the cards are revealed for great analysis. But I gotta say, I actually struggled to go through and there's a lot of cards I reviewed, and it took a while to really find some bad ones. But you know, you're gonna miss. Anyways, broken 1-drop. Look at this. What is this 1-drop? And the thumbnail's like the most broken 1-drop ever. And hey, there's a card you probably haven't seen a ton of. Talking about a 1-mana 1/2 undead minion, only requires 1 blood rune.
True.
Only one. Noxious Cadaver. Battle Cry. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Anything. You don't need a corpse. It just deals 2 damage and your hero. So you take some self damage, which, I mean, if you take a look at the blood cards, there's good healing and probably doesn't matter, but just think about how crazy this Battle Cry is. It can go face, it can kill an Iron Deep Trog on 1, it can kill any 1-drop that doesn't have 3 health, which is not a lot. Push burn damage later in the game. You can brand it for 4 damage. Like, it's just such a good card. It's got a tribe, it's undead, it fuels your corpses. This goes into every single Death Knight deck that runs at least 1 blood. No, it's funny. Triple blood with 40 cards, which Prince Renaissal didn't run this card. Isn't that crazy? And it's like everything I'm saying is making sense. It just doesn't make the cut. It's crazy. It's blood rune. Yes, blood rune. It's a 5-star card. This is auto include in so many decks. It's so cheap, so flexible. It doesn't have the snowball of like an Iron Deep Trog, a Mana Worm, you know, what the... Anyways, he goes on. But I will say, like, everything I said, I think makes sense. Like, that's where Hearthstone is. Where even with your 1-drop, all it does is 2 damage. It leaves a 1/2, gives you a corpse. The self-damage is not super relevant. It's not a 5-star card. It's like borderline 3 and only for like the Rainbow deck. Rainbow DK has run this. That's it. And that's just crazy that I'm like, I see this 5-star card and I think like you would think that that's kind of a reasonable expectation. No, this card, like, it's just not that good in today's game. This came out, yeah, like 3-4 years ago probably, but today it's just okay. It's an average card. It's not bad, but certainly not a 5-star card. Oh, hey, it's Astelord. It's Astelord, and this card's already been nerfed and it'll probably get nerfed again. Certainly I gave it 5, right? And you can actually brand these, and I believe you brand both the effects too, right?
No,
like if you brand
just the Battle Cry
for 2 mana, you would get the Protector as well twice, and you deal 2 damage twice. But yeah, so you get you basically add the Flamebringer to your hand, but also if you're at 7 mana, so mana thirst 7, you gain 5 armor, which is a good amount of armor. And again, if you brand it, it's 10 armor. Pretty good. So you get a 5 mana 5/5 gain 7. I thought it was going to be better than what it was. I thought it would count. And anyways, 7 armor. Of Astelord, the Flamebringer, you get an 8 mana 8/8, and this is the big payoff. Battle Cry, you deal 8 damage, which is 7 randomly split amongst all enemies, so like a Cthulhu style thing, and it's pings. So if you want to get through, what's the card? Solid Alibi for Mage, each missile will proc 1 hit, so it's a little bit better in that regard. However, mana thirst 10, you deal 8 more, so this can deal like it's been reworded since it's been like it's combined, but yeah, I still think I interpret it right. Damage, and if you've saved the coin or whatever, you can brand it and deal 16 times 2, 32. That's a Mark video right there. So yeah, this is boring for Mark because everybody does it, and Mark would be like, "Hey, look, I did an Astelord combo," and nobody cares because it literally happens every day on ladder. Art is just like value incarnate. You get damage, some reach here. You get some arm. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the card, but let's skip to the rating because that's where it gets good. I'm gonna give it a 3. I just think it's like a card that you probably slot into like Renethal, or you can play in like Shaman and just get really good value with like Macaws, right? It's funny, I saw a lot of the possibility, and funny that Shaman wasn't even what's the most broken with it. You know, the whole Druid Noob A Recon thing with Bram, but Shadow Step, it just every deck. I will say I cut off the part where I talked about Denathrius. Denathrius was not nerfed yet. And I'm like, why would you run this over Denathrius? And to be fair, Astelord didn't really shine until the Denathrius nerf, but still, to give this just a 3, a card that's in like basically half the decks in the game, even after it's been nerfed, just a little bit of a miss. And lastly, we saved the best for last. I reviewed 2 Hunter 2 drops. I said one would be good, one would be bad. Let's see how oh God, roll the footage. First card we have here is the Scourge Tamer, a 2-mana 2/2 undead minion. They're both, by the way, they're both 2-mana 2/2s. How could I get it wrong? To get the upside of, you know, the cool part, the best part, battle cry. Oh, it's so sad. A custom zombies. That's right. I've only seen this played in arena. Maybe it's one of those cards that'll get good after rotation, but man, I do miss the zombies. I really do. Except when they, you know, they're played against me and then I lose to them, then they suck and they should be nerfed. But for now, it's good. They're typically overstated. They typically have bonus effects. I think this is an incredibly good card. I think this sees a lot of play. I'm giving this a 4 to 5 in standard. Man. I'm giving it a 3 to 5 in wild. What? I think it gets slot into like an even hunter. Why would you? This guy is a moron. He's that's another dislike. I haven't got to Shock Spitter and I'm shocked and appalled. Good and wild, how? Ever. Slow value? Wild? He's crazy. He's crazy. Anyways, yeah, I just thought you play the card on 2, you get the Zombeast. It's good later, but it's just Punter has so much better stuff to do. And even since stuff has been nerfed, it's just been irrelevant. It makes me sad because I really thought this is more me liking a card and trying to like just justifying why it's gonna work. I think the comment said like, it's gonna be too slow, and yeah, you guys are right. I was wrong, and we'll have to go through that whole dance soon enough. But here we go. The grand finale, Shock Spitter. So broken. It's been nerfed twice already to 4 mana, and it's still good. Certainly I at least thought it would be playable, right? We have the Shock Spitter. That's pleasant. This is something you can build a beast, by the way. It's a 2-mana beast. Yeah, that's 2-mana. That's the relevant part. Battle Cry, deal 1 damage. So, Elven Archer, not fantastic, but it can go face. However, improved by your hero attacks this game. So basically, every time you swing face, this gets better. That works with, well, any weapon. That works with your Wild Seed package where you're getting that 3/2 weapon, formerly a 4/2 weapon. This sounds good. Buffing, as well as a legendary weapon we're going to see in a little bit. It's a decent card. Decent. Hunter just doesn't do a ton of attacking that I can think of right now. You have to. That's why you do something called building around a card, Zeddy. Learn. Build around it particularly right now. Outside of the Wild Seed cards, I guess you have Harpoon Gun. That card's pretty good. What about Candle Shot? You play Harpoon Gun, you can even dredge into this, and it's 0 mana, and then it upgrades. I feel like all you need is like, you kind of need 2 swings, right? You really want 3 damage, but 2 damage can be okay. But yeah, 2-mana 2/2 deal 1. Not sure. I feel like this card, when you have a card like this that just standalone isn't fantastic and requires a bit of upside, a little bit of workaround, especially in a class like Hunter. Probably not going to work out, honestly. Can I get boos in the comments? This is more of like, you're going to build a beast and get this in the right spot. Especially, you can combine it with like a poisonous beast. Boom, that's immediate cheap removal, right? That's where I see this card really coming into play. I don't know if this is a ladder card. To me, pretty underwhelming. Again, you really need to get a couple of swings in. And that isn't always that easy. Just Candle Shot. 2 to 5 in standard and wild, but look out. This is a really good build-a-beast option. And now I just focus on build-a-beast? That's it? Okay. I have made some misses. Did I forget Candle Shot was in core? I swear I tweeted about it. I'll try and dig up a screenshot that this could make Candle Shot relevant again. I'm pretty sure I tweeted that before making this video. I'm losing my mind, But yes, every time
I
for
just
like the next year or so, we're gonna have to consider build a beast options again every time we're evaluating any beast in standard, which I'm all for. I'm all for that. But overall, not super sold on this as like a standalone card. Yeah, so that's my amazing reviews. Get excited for the next patch. I got a little right, but that one, horrible miss. To be fair, I don't think anybody was losing their minds over it. Maybe some pro players, I don't know. But yeah, that one was a shocking miss, to say the least. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, enjoy me making fun of myself, because let's get real. Who wants to see me talk about the cards I get right? That's no fun. We dunk on the mistakes, we learn from it, and make more mistakes down the road. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.